What is the real estate Arizona market update 2024? What's going on? Ugh, it's just like stuff's happening, but not really. Hi, my name is Nicole Black, your Arizona Realtor, and we're going to go into some articles about what's going on nationally and then also what's going on specifically in Arizona. As we do, we update you every week. So, again, we're going to go over so you know every week what is our supply, what is our demand, what's everything looking like, but also go over what's going on nationally and also with our government. What are they trying to do to help with our housing crisis? Are they? Is there still anything? Okay, so let's take our first dive into our first article. All right, first article is by Yahoo Finance. It's Dave Ramsey. 2 reasons the housing market won't crash anytime soon. What does this brilliant genius that has his degrees in real estate and finance say? It has been amazing to many people. He says here, don't believe the internet hype. Right now, today, the most major markets, homes that are on the market, are getting multiple offers. Is that happening here in Arizona? I can tell you, yeah, because I just experienced it. So I'm actually in the market as well. Went to go purchase a home. It had this amazing tropical, yes, tropical backyard in Arizona. It was gorgeous, beautiful trees, beautiful pool, great landscaping, gorgeous flow of the house inside, corner lot. I think you guys know that I'm a huge fan and I'm really big about the 3 L's in real estate, which is location, lot, and living area. And the living area was amazing for what we look for. And we put in an offer, and it was significantly over asking. We did not want to do all cash right now. We are just not in that position. So we're one of those that are financing. Had a significant down though, so it was a good chunk down. There were a total of 8 offers, and the one they accepted was all cash, significantly over asking, and closed in 12 days and waived all inspections. Does that not sound like 2020 and 2021 all over again? So I was blown away by it, and I'm like, yep. And not blown away because I have seen multiple offers. I haven't seen the waiving of the inspection yet. That's the one thing that I haven't seen pop up recently was the waiving. I've seen a little bit of appraisal waivers or shortfalls. I've seen a little bit over asking. I've seen multiple offers. I haven't seen the waiving of inspection. That was the part of it that blew me away. I was like, wow. So yes, we are a part of that right now. And I can tell you 100%, I was right there. Okay, so the supply and demand never sleeps. In another episode of his show, he talks about that the interest rates went up and people have begun to indicate they'd wait on the sidelines for the market to crash. But as they've been waiting, what's happened? Prices have gone up. And I understand everybody, like when the feds raise interest rates, what is supposed to happen? Prices should come down or at least regulate, right? But I think what this is showing you is that supply is so low for demand that it didn't make a difference. We're going to go to another reasons why, especially here in Arizona, and a future article in just a minute. If there's not a shortage, prices go down. When there's a shortage of item or service, then prices go up. This is basic economics, he says. So there is less inventory of homes for sales versus number of buyers today than there has been in 25 years. There is a housing shortage versus demand. So he again emphasized there is zero chance that prices will go down. Let's look at our next article. No, told you. I think if you watched my last video, taking crazy pills. All right, so this article here reports that the Arizona housing market is in rough shape. Arizona housing market is standing on a cliff. This news release says, without acknowledging our supply issues and making needed policy changes, we risk worsening the housing affordability and losing our competitive edge in attracting skilled workers to Arizona. So what this article is really kind of going over is how can the government come in and help? and they're saying like, hey, we're in a shortage. Right now, we've already declined on our competitiveness index across nationwide. We've gone from 84, now it's 61. And this is like how many hours of mortgage, rent, and all these things that would take to actually afford a house in Arizona. We've dropped way down. They do say that we do need more houses that are under 300,000 to really help. Then next you have here, and we're not getting help. I think what Katie Hobbs wants to do is take the office buildings, which is fair, the commercial office buildings that are about to no, I don't want to say that, that are empty right now, that loans are becoming due, that nobody's in anymore, and turning them into residential units. So that's kind of more the path that I believe Katie Hobbs is taking from what I've read. I am not an expert. So here from the Arizona Central, we have Arizona can build more homes and save water if we listen to Republicans. Don't jump off this yet and click off just because it said Republicans. Um, it's just explaining that this other group of people has some ideas that might help us. So Arizona again is becoming again the least affordable place in the nation to buy a home. Right here, this is what I want to talk about. Approximately 8,000 people are moving to Arizona still. Still. So it's funny because when I look at our overall affordability by like looking at the census and then looking at our average, price per home per zip code, I'm like, okay, here's the average income, household income based the US Census. Here's the average price per home. It doesn't make sense. It's off the charts. But if you have 8,000 people coming here that aren't from here, they're not a part of the census. They could be making, $500,000 a year and affording $800,000 home. It's not a big deal. So our data is kind of skewed on what we're getting for affordability based on the amount of people coming here. Because I heard a stat, and I wish I could pull where I could pull this from, but they said for every home, there's 8 buyers on the sidelines waiting to buy. 8 to 10. And I was actually just proof of that what I was in. There was 8 offers on that house. So when it's something that people really want that's priced well, because by the way, it was underpriced. And I don't think it was on purpose by the agent. She really tried to do a good job with her comps. I respect her. I thought she did a great job. But it was slightly underpriced based on the value of what the backyard was. And again, it got multiple offers and way over asking. All right, down here, meanwhile, prices continue to increase, which keeps the prospect of homeowners out of reach. Anyone making less than $120,000, it's going to be an issue to buy a home. And then, in addition, what they're saying is that Arizona needs between 40,000 and 50,000 new homes to help with our supply issue. Now, we currently have our water policies that this group believes is preventing some of this from occurring. I don't know how. I mean, I guarantee that with the water policies changed, potentially we could absolutely we could get more homes if we had more water and more things to occur. 40,000 to 50,000, I don't know. But recently, everybody knows because it made the news that Katie Hobbs with Buckeye shut down any new homes being built because of the water thing. But she did it because it's not a part of the 100-year water supply assured program. So if you can't show that you have 100 years worth of water, you don't get to build new homes. And by the way, these certificates that are given out, they have to be renewed every 15 years. That they have 100 years. So they don't want to build faster than what the capacity of our city can grow. That just makes sense. So I agree with that 1,000%. But they're saying is they have found ways that they could mitigate that and reroute certain water supplies. And if you guys want to look up the article, it's at AZ Central. Just look up the title. You'll be able to find it. But some of the things were like rerouting groundwater, farming and stuff like that, agricultural. That you could take some of those, slow that down, and then reroute. And if you did that, then you'd be able to build more homes. Yeah, so if you want to read the article, I don't know how much that's going to do a thing. So right now, we're going to go into Chromford. I absolutely love Chromford. Again, it's specific to Arizona and Arizona only. It's been going on for over 20 years and they've been very accurate. They've got our latest and greatest data of everything polling for Arizona for our real estate market. And what they're saying right now, and I'm just going to point out, is on May 5th, it says over the last 4 days, the monthly average price per square foot from closed listings is at an all-time record high at $308.01. So yes, prices are not coming down. Now let's take a look at our active weekly listings. Again, this is our supply. You can see, look, boop, 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 boop. It's the purple line. It is the highest again, and it's not rising super. It's staying pretty steady, but it's not dropping in the months that it usually drops. Do you see the brown, the pink? Drop, drop. The only year it went up was in 2022. And then here it stayed kind of steady. So looking at this 23 and or 2020, 2023, and 2024, it's kind of steady eddy over those years. So our listings are not significantly increasing, nor are they dropping at this time. Let's look at our listings under contract. This is how we like to kind of say demand. As I always say, put your money where your mouth is. You're under contract, and it has gone down. So less people have bought right now, but again, it's not that significant. And if you look at this time each year, it kind of goes down a little bit. So, and then let's take a look at our market index. I know a lot of people are like, what does this mean? So the Chromford Market Index takes supply, demand, and other factors, not just those two, and puts them into a calculation beyond my economic brain that can understand, because I am not one of those, and comes up with this market index number. Now, how it rates is 90 to, no, it's about 90 to 110, they kind of give it a buffer, is neutral. Over 110, no, 100. Over 100 is a seller's market. Under 90 is a buyer's market. So we are going down every month so far, and our index going closer and closer to a neutral market. So that doesn't show a crash. It just shows a neutral market. It doesn't show that we're going to go bananas and off the wall currently. And I want to say currently, because what happens if interest rates do come down? We have, like I said, there's a statistic that there are 8 to 10 buyers on the sidelines waiting to buy right now. So if they drop, are they going to jump in? Are more people going to start to sell because they think they're going to get more for their house? Are they going to, and people going to flood it right away because this is the best price they're going to get because it's going to go drastically up? I don't know. You know what? And not the major reason, but a reason why is when interest rates go up, prices should at least stay the same or gone down in houses, but they didn't. So nothing is reacting as it really should. But I would be, if again, we don't have a black swan event. So please, everyone understand, everyone who thinks the market's going to crash, the market's going to do this. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is. What I'm saying is, for what we see right now, there is no indication of a crash with the current data points that we have. Do we have macroeconomic things going on and other indicators that are saying there could be a black swan event? Yeah, they're out there. But that's not going on with supply and demand, just overall in general for real estate. Like those are things that affect it at some point, the outer bubbles around the big central one that can make this implode. But they're all going to be hypothetical, projected, maybe possibilities. And guess what? Who's going to be right? The one that's been either side that's been saying it actually happens. So you have the one side like Barbara Corcoran that's saying that it's never going to happen. Interest rates come down to even like 6%. Prices are going to go through the roof. It's going to go insane. Then you have the other side saying it's impossible because our credit card debt is, more people are going delinquent, more foreclosures or bankruptcies of businesses, and all these things are happening over here. There's and the affordability issues. And people can't keep up with. There's no way that we can't have a crash. All I can do, and what I'm going to do for you, is report our numbers in Arizona every week. Be consistent, show you guys what our supply, our demand, anything that might be related in our news that could affect it, or what the news is saying and what's really reflected in our numbers. That's the only thing we can do for you, because we don't have a crystal ball and we don't know what's going on that we don't know. Did you know 2008 was going to happen? Did you know that Lehman Brothers was going to go? Did you know that that loans were being given to people that weren't even alive? No, we didn't know. So if that occurs, it means we don't know. But we can do, again, is take what we do know, report every week, and keep watching it, and then make sure that you have the most information to make the best decision possible. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. This is what we do. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, or want to chat, just let me know. You can call, text, email. I will respond to you. We will get back to you no matter what, just whatever your preferred communication is. And never forget, we are always here for you.